Hello guys, it's Fed again. Welcome to the Division 2. Well, let's call this here the menu from hell. So, if you haven't played the Division 2, I highly recommend you check it out. There was a free weekend and there probably will be some time soon again. But they launched a huge revamp of pretty much everything in the game. With the new DLC, and one of them is recalibration. So recalibration in the previous games have been pretty interesting. In the first game, it was pretty much a randomizer, like you put in some stuff and it randomizes the skill or whatever you were recalibrating the value. They had then changed it in Division 2 so you can swap it out with the same for a higher one. They changed it again later on so you can swap it between different things. So you can swap it between, for instance, like you can swap between like armor to, for instance, like you want skill instead. Now they have switched it over to simplify things. So the first what they did was that they took items and switched them out to a couple of things. They switched out to there are core attributes, there are attributes, and then there are, let's see if I can find one. I actually have one here, I think. And then you have talents. Those are the four components. Some things can have multiple core attributes, some of them can only have one attribute, some of them can have talent. You cannot recalibrate things that do not exist on the item. So I cannot go ahead and say I want, for instance, this here mask, which does not have a talent, add a talent. I can only swap out what already is. So I could, for instance, change this here with something else. Like, for instance, I can still keep skill. I can switch it out to armor or weapon. I cannot add multiple core attributes. I can only have the number I have. So pretty self-explanatory. I also can add sockets. If an item has sockets, I can switch that out to a different socket. So how do you do all this here? Well, previously you needed a lot of shit to do it and a lot of grinding, etc. You could dismantle stuff. And for that you got like materials and all that stuff. So that is really great. They switched technically a little bit away from that. So it's only for creating stuff. That's fine. But you can see here they have switched it over to a calibration station and a library. So the library means you collect these here attributes. For instance, right now I have like, I think it's roughly 5% I have collected from another weapon. The green bar says that I actually have an available thing, so I can actually swap the 5% out with something higher. And I can collect that, and that means I always know what I have, and I know what the max value is. And the reason why they changed that, and I'm speculating here, I have no inside information, I'm just a fan. The reason probably is because people were frustrated with the RNG and the math behind of all this here. And the reason for that is people didn't know what the max values were, pretty much. Or some people probably knew. And speculated, or maybe knew the math behind of it. I didn't know. Particularly, I don't care. I like mid-maxing, but again, now it's easier for the common person like me, you, or who's watching this here video. So that means that you also know all of these here values you can collect. So that means simply you start hoarding stuff. That also means that your inventory pretty much will be, in some cases, full. Like right now, I have 24 weapons of different kinds that I want to scratch. I marked them like this here, but I'm not going to actually sell them or dismantle them because I don't want to build weapons. I actually want to go ahead and recalibrate and just go ahead and do all this here and swap out the talents and all that. The problem with this here is that you already can see there's a lot of shit you can do. And this here menu sucks because, I'm not saying that it's a bad menu, it's just like this here. Okay, level 1. Calibrate, you choose between, I want to recalibrate station, library. Menu 2. A lot of shit information. Okay, what do I want to calibrate? Assault rifles. Then another step, 3 levels deep. core. Okay, I want to switch over to this. Okay, another level. Okay, which item? Because I can have multiple items that could, for instance, have, and it goes on and on and on. I want to switch back to menus up, switch over to attributes. It's just, come on, guys. This here is fucking frustrating. Like, it takes hours for us to do this here. And this here is even not the worst. Look at his here. I want, for instance, I want to scroll down here to get this here item to go into another menu. Could we at least start with saying that we could at least like here filter this here shit out that I don't have, so it only shows out, okay, don't have these. Second, there has to be some better way, or we have to be able to do this here offline, because if you have like a group of 4 people, which I have 3 other friends that we play with every now and then, where we can get together, and we have a limited time to play. It's not going to be spent doing this here shit, but this here is needed to actually improve stuff. So then, 300 plus hours you spend in a game, the 200 of them is in this here menu. That's not fun. Maybe it's fun for other people, but I would really like, this here has to be revised. There has to be a better way. It is frustrating, especially every time and then you have to hold down a button. Ding. Back. And here we go again. Oh, I have this one here. Ding. There has to be a better way. There has to be. Like, I know this here's the first revision. They probably in the release, but I can say this here is not good. This here is, and I hope it is here's feedback. I hope you can figure something else out. And I will like to, like, come with something to you that would be better. I would first off try to limit what you can select. Like, say, if you could only, like, if I go in and say, if I only can see, you can see here, I can improve 2 things. Why do I have to see all of them? I can't go in here. Show me the 2. If it was in the recalibration station, I should only be, first of all, if I go in and choose this, I can only see what I can add. I don't get what I can't. Don't show me what I can't do. Show me what I can do. That's the first step, in my opinion. Start with that. Next, let's say that I want to focus on something like, there has to be some way of saying, like, can we automate this here, or can we do something here that it's just like, can I bulk it some way? Can I do it from, like, can I mark something already in here some way? Say, like, okay, I want to mark, if you look, for instance, let's say that I get a brand new item like this one here. I could say, okay, maybe an indicator saying that, okay, maybe you can put in a filter here saying, okay, this here is actually better what you have in stock in your recalibration station. Maybe you can go ahead and say, okay, mark, just right click or something like you can do here, mark this here for recalibration. And then when you go into the recalibration station, you just hit a button and just like, take a bit, that you can bulk it to some extent. Something like that. It would be a huge help, because this here takes hours. One of the reasons why I'm on early is actually to do this here, so when I play with my friends, I don't have to do this while they're waiting for me. But the worst thing is, it's rinse and repeat. As soon as we go out and do missions, we get so much shit, we have to do it all over again. Please fix this. Please revise it in some way. I would love to see a different thing here. I love the system, however. Nothing wrong with the system. The system is actually really interesting. I like that we can get more customization. But please fix the menu. If you like this video or have any other suggestions, comments, or anything, leave it in the comments section. Tweet at the devs, or the Twitter handle for the Division is the Division at the Division game. Tell them what you think about this here. Is this here? Do you have a better suggestion? Filters, whatever. There has to be a different way, a better way, because 4 levels deep just to get in, and then have to wait for a stupid circle to go ding, and then you get one item done. It gets a little bit tedious. So, yeah. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment, as I said, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos of that. A like button if you like these types of videos. It's not a rant video, it's actually a feedback video. So, until next time.